Sergeant Major Amy Brown. I'm the Army Public Affairs Center Sergeant Major, the VI proponent Sergeant Major. No matter what, speaking from a public affairs lens and now VI as a public affairs capability is bring trust, not just to the American people, but inside each organization. And what I think people lose sight of sometimes is that visual information, to me, the ComCam, it's a forensic accounting of what we do. So it's a record. If those things are asked for in like a FOIA request, that we have a correct documentation of what actually happened. I know that gets after some of the mis and dis propaganda things that we fight. So we are a bringer of truth and light, I think, in those organizations. And when we're feeding that up to combatant commanders, I mean, we're the land power force of this nation. And as part of information assurance, what we're hoping for is decision-making dominance for those commanders. Because part of our competition and crisis moments are like, we need to make the fastest decisions because people that are on that battlefield with us have similar capabilities. So if we're mechanically matched, you know, our decision-making process has to be better than anybody else on the field. So if I'm feeding you real-time information through a camera lens or a video lens, then I'm giving that combatant commander on the ground or wherever he's at the ability to make the best, fastest decision on the battlefield. And that, to me, is what ComCam really is getting after. Soldiers that are going to succeed in this MOS, and probably MOSs across the Army, one, you have to find whatever is that intrinsic drive inside of you. What makes you want to get up every day? And I always tell soldiers, like, we're not putting on loafers and tennis shoes to go to work every day. You're lacing up a combat boot. And I think in my mind, like, there's nothing more like chilling than that, to say this is what my job is. So whatever you can do to find that motivation that's driving you to learn the new thing, to work a little harder, to stay at my job a little later, to mentor a soldier. I think that's important. So finding that intrinsic drive is one, to stay technically proficient. Technology is moving so fast. So if you're not willing to stay abreast of current technology, always learning, then you're going to get left behind. And you can't mentor the newest soldier that's come behind you that's already understanding how to use AI to their advantage. So that technical piece, and then tactically, I think that's what the best ComCam competition does, is remind us the Army is built for war. That's what we do. We hope for the best. We don't want to go to war, but if it happens, then we're ready. And so I think this is a really prime example of how to say that we are technically proficient, but our MOS is right there on the battlefield, tactically moving with the units around us. And so this competition embodies what we would hope our soldiers are looking for to be successful, that they come out here and show I maintain my technical proficiency as well as like being incredibly tactically proficient. So having the drive to do both of those things, because this is a volunteer event, like those are the things that are going to give you like the best advantage, the best street cred out there, and move you far along in your career field. I hope that we can move training faster to meet the needs of that converging traditional public affairs soldier with a VI that's now the PA capability. I think we spend a lot of time, and I say we, like ACPA and APEC, both spend a lot of time to make sure that the VI soldiers feel very welcomed into the new career field. So I hope that we continue in 2030 that those VI soldiers understand, like, being in the public affairs realm is just a bigger and better capability. You know, we are a force that has more assets to us now. So just increasing that cohesion between the traditional public affairs and traditional VI, so that everybody understands that VI is just the capability under the public affairs umbrella, and that public affairs is also very technically and tactically proficient. They're in all those divisions and brigades, and they're moving out. And so I think we'll see efficiencies across all those formations and a better appreciation of what public affairs is bringing to the table.